Well, I always needed a very people-based job. This was perfect for me because you're not doing the same thing. It's always a different routine, it's always different patients, and you learn something new every day. I'm very happy as a nurse, and that's because I get to change people's life, I get to help them, and that gives me lots of satisfaction.
I choose neurosurgery as my specialty because it's interesting and challenging, and I will be able to improve my patients' well-being. It's a very heart-touching moment when I actually receive a thank you card and handmade cookies from one of my patient's daughter.
Personally, I got to impact nurses when they undergo training. I impart new knowledges and skills which will benefit them in the long run, which is really satisfying for me.
Most of the patients that comes in to me are here for rehab. So basically when they come in, they had a fracture, they broke one of the bones. It is really sad to see people from sitting position, and they're going to be like that for a long period of time. But with the rehab with us, they're going to be able to stand and walk independently. So that is the greatest achievements you can see, and it's the happiest thing to see in the working environment.
When I was about experience of 2 years, so I received a critically ill case. With all the treatments that my team has provided for her, she actually made a great improvement. So after 2 weeks, she's able to discharge to general ward. Life is very precious and learning here in ICU, and it actually motivates me to become a better nurse to provide the best care for my patient.
We face situations such as meeting the demands and expectations of our patients. So in tackling this situation has made me to handling my own emotions better. What motivates me to be a nurse is of the passion that I have in providing care for my patient, experiencing the endless learning journey in my profession.
I was posted to the operating theatre, so I feel like I'm part of a team, and we help each other and face more new challenges every day, and it's something that gets me going. After my advanced diploma, I feel like I am able to teach the juniors. This is my greatest takeaway.
I would say that it's the people, because my team of nurses are more than colleagues to me. I feel that I'm very fortunate to work with nurses here because they offer a lot of support and guidance to me.
Seeing the planning stage until the hospital opening, I felt that my nurses and I were building our own home together. It is not a task someone can do alone. It takes a whole team of committed people to build this place that we can now call home.
Normally during lunchtime, we will eat out together, and that's a time where we can actually share about the issues that we face in the class or in the ward.
It's more of like from colleagues to friends and now a family. Any one of us are stressed, someone is there helping, doing their best to make you feel better. Even after work, we just go out, have fun, and just talk about it, and that's it. It's a new challenge, and we're up for it.
I'm a nurse educator, and I work very closely with the nurses on the ground. We have been conducting our trainings for all the nurses of NDF, GH and JCH. Our bonding has improved tremendously. So nowadays when I see them at the ward level, they will just say, "Hi sister, you're here good, so can you help me with this?" So the approach has become very different. So I think the teamwork has been fantastic. It's a great feeling.
They know that one of us have not gone for a break due to workload, like those heavy workload. They will try their best to cover us so that we can like grab a bite or something, no matter how busy we are. And also we'll try to help each other to make sure that everything goes on smoothly and we deliver to the right patient care.
For me, the biggest challenge would be to learn the many new systems in Ng Teng Fong General Hospital. But in my clinic, I have many dependable colleagues that I can rely on. So it's great for me because it makes my job easier.
As a commissioning team, it's a new challenge to us because we are not used to checking defects. It's out of our usual routine, but it was easy for us because we had help from our nursing managers as well as those contractors on the ground. So they were able to guide us to make our job easier.
As a nurse, when you are being put in a new environment, using new system, there are a lot of excitement but fear as well. But with a lot of support from all different departments people, we all actually overcome the fear. Most of us, even though some of the nurses are quite new or they are from other wards, but we are one big family together.
So when I first came to this site, together with the senior management team, it was just a green patch of land. So we were standing right in the middle of the land and saying that, oh, so we will build this hospital on this piece of land. And on the first day that I came into this building when it was still under construction, I had to put on my hard hat, boots, and when I stood in that building itself, no doubt it was like 1/4 done. The feeling was really great.
I would say for me is the housewarming. When they release the balloon and everybody look up at the building, is so nice at night. Everybody share that beautiful building. When we started, we say it's not like that now. Wow, you feel so proud.
And when you see the whole building is up and then patients start coming in, that is a great achievement that we finally done it.
As for me, I almost tripped in the construction lift and I almost fall. And I actually appreciate lift because during commission, we used to climb up the stair, down the stair, no lift at all, no toilet to use at all, until you really appreciate, wow, the toilet is up, the lift is up. How fortunately those people actually have lift to use.
Imagine you control a bladder, and to run to IMM to go to the toilet.
It's like those things that the things that you have, you take it for granted. Till you are deprived of it, then you know how important it is. I've been in nursing for 40 years.
Me, about 35 years, I can't imagine that. Okay?
28.
Well, I'm the youngest, just 15 years.
Baby. There must be commitment. Without commitment, I don't think we can move on.
All of us have that passionate for the work, so actually we know what are we doing.
We work together with a lot of enthusiasm and we sort of get along well. We share with our own feelings and everything, but a lot of things, even there's differences, we manage to sort it out and there we go again the next day.
Our friendship just doesn't stop at the hospital, it even continues outside the hospital where we look into each other's well-beings.
At the end of the day, we come to work together. Most of the time we go back home together.
Whatever that's entrusted into you, just take pride in it and give your best. That's what I would say.
It's your commitment to something that you want to join this workforce and you should give your best to it.
Yeah, I think nursing is a good job. So I think, they got a lot to learn from nursing. So you can learn from, your senior, as well as, you can learn from your patient.
Nursing is a profession where you need to have that passion to be able to care for another human. So a nurse is a person who plays a very important role in everyone's life. And throughout your life, you will need a nurse at some point in time. Today is very special because this is our very first Nurses' Day in our new home. And it's very special and very important for us because we built this place for ourselves and we get the satisfaction of building it and seeing our patients enjoying the fruits of our labor. And I must say that the nurses have put themselves willingly through a lot of hardship. And it actually brought them together. They had a shoulder to cry on. And in the early days when construction was still going on, the nurses would all come and wait at the ground level for each other, and you'll make sure that the numbers are correct, nobody is missing, and they'll go up and they'll also take care of themselves and everyone else. When they go home, they'll all meet downstairs again and they'll do a head count again to make sure that we have not left anybody behind. And therefore, it is really very heartening to see the nurses bonding in that way. That gave them a chance to really get together and bond. There were times when the nurses didn't even have time to go out and buy their food because there's no food outlets within the building. They had to go out and buy food elsewhere. There were times when they had to stay overnight to finish their job. There were times that were very frustrating. As I said, some of them cry, some of them say, I want to give up. I want to create. However, they didn't do any of those. They are here today. I'm very, very proud of my nurses for being so resilient, so hardworking, and taking that passion beyond, beyond the bedside. While one group was taking care of this new building, there was another group that was taking care of patients back in Alexandra Hospital and giving all their inputs. They underwent hours of training to get themselves ready. 3 weeks into our move, they are so comfortable in their new environment. They have overcome all their challenges and they're doing very well. When you're a nurse for life. So I must say a big thank you to all of them for putting their heart and soul into this.
Happy Nurses Day! Happy Nurses Day!
Happy Nurses Day to all ICU nurses and to all JurongHealth nurses.
Happy Nurses Day to all the nurses.
So to all fellow cities, very proud to be part of your team. We did it. Happy Nurses Day.
I wish all nurses a happy Nurses Day.
To all JurongHealth nurses, Happy Nurses Day.
Happy Nurses Day!
To all my wonderful nurses, I wish every one of you a happy Nurses Day.